this. Looks like I'm the wrong way around again. One day, cancel that. Maybe this is the right way around. Oh, Rachel. Hi, you're the first one in. So can you tell me if you can see me okay? Hello, Donna. Can you see and hear me okay? Just because I was hoping to do a live the other way around, not this way around. That looks better, does it? Yes, thanks, Rachel. That looks better. Thank you, Donna. Thank you. Hi, Libby. Who else said hi? Hi, Ruth. Hi, Becky. Lovely to see your pictures, Becky, of your caravan. I'm so glad you've got that. You feel a lot better. Thank you, Ruthie. Hi. Better than my face pointing left. I always try and get it so that I can be landscape, but for some reason, it only ever seems to want me portrait. So it's not until I actually set the live that I can actually figure out which way around I really, really am to you. Hi, Chris. Mwah, thank you. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to go live today again, but I didn't want to miss you all. Oh, yeah, Becky. Oh, we don't go away in ours until October, and I just cannot wait. And now, after seeing yours sighted up, I'm thinking, wonder if next year if I could persuade Russ to sight it up somewhere for me. Obviously, I can't do it at the moment because I'm looking after Jack. We're looking after Jack a lot, so. Well, not a lot, 2 nights a week. That's not a lot, is it? Don't know what that is. A bit of dry skin, I think. Yeah, it looks great. It's so much better for your mental health to be able for you to have somewhere where you can go. And I saw that you'd set up. Thank you, Ruth. That's really sweet of you. And also, Becky, I saw that you had set up your cot in your little room, your little nursery, your little cute little nursery. It's going to be such a snug little nursery. I love those little rooms that they have in the like older style rooms. I think if Rebecca's house was made into a 3-bedroom rather than a 2, the smallest bedroom would have been like you've got, Becky. Hello, Tracy. Now, Tracy is having a birthday today. Tracy. We'll wait a bit longer, Tracy, and see if anybody else is here. Yeah, of course, you've still got a lot to do, but you can think about it while you're elsewhere now, can't you? So if that's not the only thing that you're thinking about is getting your babies a safe space, because you know you've got a safe space down in your caravan or wherever your husband is. I'm assuming it is a safe space. And irritating but safe, I guess. And so I was thinking of you when I saw that. Yes, 25 again. Yes. Everybody say a happy birthday, but I think we should all sing to her later. We'll just see if some more come in, because people might not have been expecting me to have been doing a live today. I have had Jack. We had Jack overnight. I think I said that in my video. We had Jack overnight because it was my daughter's brother, half brother, passed away a year ago today from a drug overdose. So, you know, And what with Jack last week as well, it's just, oh, it's been a week. It's been a week of things. Well, Tracy, you've not been wined and dined tonight then. And Chris, I have got those rompers here. You don't need to pay me for them, please. Just drop me a message with your address and I'll get them in the post to you. Don't worry about payment. I don't care. I just want to get them to you. I've just slipped all my mind with things because before Jack had his episode, I haven't been feeling mentally health wise so great. And so I would say the last month is just, oh. So one thing I was going to ask people today, has anybody here had a aura migraine or suffers with migraine auras? Oh, IBS. Great. Oof. Yeah, well, I made apple and blackberry crumble, and that's played up mine too. That's my own fault. My own fault. Your daughter does, Donna. Right. Well, today, because I've had migraines for years, and I take propranolol as a beta blocker for migraines. Libby, yes, right, okay. So, hi Libby, hi to anybody I didn't say hello to. Well, I remember to say Morrison's has a sale on their baby's clothes. Oh, Ruth, does it? No. Oh my God. I'm glad it's quite far away from me now. Roll on September, Caroline. Absolutely. Very severe ones, including auras. Okay, Ruthie. Aura migraine. Right, well, I've never heard about an aura migraine until today. About half an hour before Jack came today, before Rebecca came to collect Jack, I was changing his bottom, and I had this whole, like, I always get my migraines this side, and this eye, it was like, it wasn't cloudy, it wasn't a light, it wasn't blurred, but it was jagged. It was like a jagged, like I couldn't see out of my whole eye because there was like these jagged lines in the way. So you have had a migraine today, Ruth. So I don't, and so I was worried. I was like, oh my God, hurry up, Rebecca, hurry up and come and get Jack. I was like, my side of my face now feels all, I said to Russ, it just feels really numb. I don't have a headache, but it kind of feels like it could be a migraine before. Before, I always used to get like a bit of numbness and it would ache, and then I would get a migraine if I didn't attend to it quicker. Then when I took started taking propranolol, I haven't had so many. But this today was very strange. Libby. Oh, Sherry, that is weird because we've been on for 8 minutes. Unless you got a bit of a lag. Your internet could be better than mine. So hi, Sherry. Libby, that is what you have. Do you actually have a headache? I don't have a headache. I have my eye feels a bit funny. Really, Chris? Yeah. Well, so as soon as Rebecca left, I was straight on to well, that's probably your internet's probably better than mine because mine is rubbish. We all know mine is rubbish. No headache. See, it's so strange, isn't it? I've never ever had that before. But I was like trying to change his nappy and blinking. It wasn't on this side, it was just this one. I'd never even heard of it before, but I know that a lot of people do suffer with migraines. And I've never had a migraine and no headache. Wow, it's so strange, isn't it? Well, thank you for that, because, well, not thank you, but thank you, because that's put my mind at ease. But I'm assuming anyway that it's all to do with everything that has been going on the last month. Yes. Yes. You had your first one when you were 14. I think it is stress related. Absolutely, Sherry. Absolutely. Lack of sleep. Yep. It has been absolute hell. I'm going to read back and have a look. Sherry, we've been waiting for you to come in, and I'm hoping that oh God, who else am I hoping that comes in? Because we've got to sing happy birthday to Tracy. Yes, Carl, I get the same pain in one eye, pain in this eye. Headache, not always. It helps for take. Yes, it's what I normally have to do, Ruthie. Is if I feel like this side is going a bit funny, then I take medication quickly. Stress related. I swear to God, that is what it is. It's got to be, hasn't it? Crikey. I'm just going to read back a bit. Yeah. No headache. It's so strange, isn't it? I can feel it now as I'm looking more, really starting to ache a bit more, this eye. But yeah, that's my very first one. Really, Ruthie? Gosh, you get one weeks before. No, I don't feel sick at all. No. Ugh. Yeah, I try and keep migraine relief here as well. That would be great. Crikey. That's, thank you. The sick ones are my worst. They last all day. Yeah. Normally if I have a migraine, it lasts for days, and then you get like the migraine hangover after. But like I say, I don't have many of them. Don't have many of them. But I'm sure, like you all say, it's definitely is a stress related aura, because I had to look it up, and I don't like using Mr. Google, but I did use the NHS one. But anyway, Jack is a lot better. Thank you all so much. And if there is anybody who wants to know the power of prayer, then they only have had to have been at that hospital last week to have seen that in action, because that was amazing. Vision problems in her right eye. So I can smile and I can raise my arm. Yeah. But yes. Thank you. I know. Do you know, I felt every one of those prayers last week. I felt every single prayer in that room. I really did, because he had his first stroke in front of us on the Sunday morning while I was having my shower, and I came out and I seen the aftermath and rang the ambulance and everything. But I definitely did. It's because he doesn't have a temperature. He's not typical of a febrile seizure. So he's going to be on the epilepsy medication until he goes to the epilepsy clinic. Thank you very, very much. Yes, my frozen shoulder. I know. I felt you all. I really did feel it really does, Ruth. And it also shows that not just the reborn community, because there is pretty nastiness in the reborn community as well, that you would expect in any walk of life, but because of the people you surround yourself with, I suppose. I I do, like many of us, I pray a lot in situations, and if I moved away from certain situations, then I know why, and I know that isn't the right place for me. That's so kind of you, Ruth. I mean, other people that I told asked their churches to pray, and so huge. It's a huge community praying that I didn't even know of, and when he does exactly, Sherry. He doesn't, but he did say he will listen to our prayers. He walk with us and he'll listen to us when we need him. Not to focus on the bad, to look on the good, because you give the bad more power then, don't you? Give the evil more power. But that the last seizure he had was probably for me the most frightening, because he actually was when he really went blue, and that was the worst one. And we got sent out of the room then. And the nurse, though, the staff nurse who came to get us, she said, do you know what she said? Because the junior doctors are on strike today, you have 3 consultants in that room around that baby boy's bed. And wow, because the junior doctors went on strike, the consultants were in covering. And so we had 3 pediatric consultants there. Yes, I know what you meant, Ruth. I know what you meant. Yes, that is, isn't it? That was just like, wow. See, 3 pediatric consultants on that night. I know. It was just brilliant. I just walked out of, like, she came to get us. We were back in the family room, and she come to get us, and she said that to me, and I was just like, I know that was you, Lord. I just know that was you. Thank you. Thank you. And they were there all night. So, but the second lot, they tried him with the first seizure medication, and that didn't have any effect on him. And so that's when they went to the second one, but they don't know what it was. It could have just been that he had a virus that attacks the base of your brain, and that makes babies, when that happens, babies are all shaky when they come around for a good few days after. But I mean, guys, I seen you. I shared with you, didn't I, that he couldn't open his eyes hardly. It was like a real crack of his eye. Nobody knew why he couldn't open his eyes. It was like, that. And then when they did the CT scan, there was a dark space on the back, and that's what they were worried about. Hence why he then went and had an MRI. When he had the MRI, there was nothing. They couldn't even see that. I knew. I knew. And also, this is something else I want to share. You believe in guardian angels. Mm-hmm. For the Christians here, I'm sorry if this is boring anybody else, but you might even find it fascinating if you're an atheist or not a believer, or a believer of another religion. The week before, in the week, do you believe in visions? Because I have visions, and I knew Rebecca was having a boy. I knew she was going to call him Jack. I watched him walking in our bungalow. I knew that was going to happen even before she'd fallen pregnant. And the week before Jack's episode, I was just sitting on the sofa, and a vision came to me of Jack as a young man walking through the garage door, looking at me and going, "Right, Gran?" And I just knew that when Jack had these seizures, even though your life brain tells you that can't be possible, my soul, my heart and soul was telling me he's going to be fine. Yet my brain, my earthly brain was saying to me, he can't be right after 7 seizures. He can't possibly be right. But I knew that I was going to see him as a grown man. Hi, Cindy. So I know I'm going to see him as a grown man coming through our garage door. Right, Gran? Oh, my days. Yeah, I know. Some people don't believe in them, though. They do think that they are I don't know, not of the earth, not spiritual. But yeah, so I had that as well very strongly in the back of my mind, that I was being told, he's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. But you still need to get everybody that you can praying. And because Rebecca hadn't told that many people, I obviously couldn't ask. I've got so many people on my Facebook that are Christians that I would have asked. And but obviously I couldn't because of Rebecca not making it. She just didn't want all of the extra stress from other families. But the other mum did come into the hospital. She did come into the hospital once. I agree. So do I, Ruth. So do I. I agree. So, but to see him today, you wouldn't have known. When last Sunday, all we were like wanting was him to sit up and run around and create havoc and do what he normally does. That's what he was doing for Grandma this morning. That's lovely, Sherry, isn't it? Isn't that lovely? Rebecca, luckily, my girls are Christians. They have been born again as well. My youngest is pulls against it though, but Kerry and Rebecca, and the fact that Kerry came over, because I was starting to feel really, it's so emotionally draining, and I was just like, I don't know how I'm going to be able to prolong this for the rest of the week. Going to the hospital, like Russ didn't go to work until Tuesday, and then only for half a day. But then Kerry came that night, and so that was good that she came over from Ireland as well and was able to then go and stay in hospital, so I could stay home and rest. And then when we went to the hospital in the later on in the afternoon, Kerry could come back. And then when Rebecca and Jack came back from the hospital, Kerry went and stayed with them for a couple of days. Yeah. Ruth, the amazing thing about that soft play was the day before Russ and I, the physio had come around, and the physio had come around to try and get us to just to want to show us how to get him like opening his eyes, because he couldn't sit up unaided, he couldn't stand up, let alone walk. And we were desperately trying to get him to open his eyes, keep them open. They couldn't see any reason why he wasn't able to keep his eyes open. That's why he had the EEG on his brain and that as well. And so the physio came, and she said he was really tired lying on the bed, and she said, I'll come back later. And she didn't come back that day. Me and Russ went down in the evening, and Russ was like, do you want to go outside? Do you want to go outside? And Jack was like, yeah. So, we carried him. They have like different outside areas. And so we took him outside and just sat him on the floor. And, sometimes you just need maybe a different change of scenery. Like we leant with him, sat like he was a baby again, leaning against us, like he was back to being 6 months old almost. Definitely couldn't stand up. And then the next afternoon, when Kerry had come and gone down there, and Rebecca sent me the video, I was just like, you have all got to see that. Everybody who has prayed has got to see this video of this boy climbing on this stuff. Yes, he was wobbly. And then he made a break for it and ran from Rebecca. And this is the boy that 24 hours before couldn't hardly keep his eyes open, couldn't sit up with the granddad, with me and Russ, couldn't stand at all without us holding him up. And it really, really was. Ruthie, that is what I've been hearing. And so by me put that video out, that's it, Sherry. That's it. By me putting that video, I didn't know whether I knew people would wonder, and I myself follow people on YouTube, and I always wonder when they don't post. I used to follow Crystal a long time ago. Well, I still follow her videos now, but she doesn't post so much. But she's just had a really bad episode with her lupus. And I used to like think, oh my God, is she all right? Well, you do, because you find people with it that have things in common with you, and they might live the other side of the world, and the only way you can interact with them is through video. And so you do become attached to people. And so that was another reason why I want to put the video out. But I just had no energy. I still haven't. I've changed babies. Annie's changed. Maisie's changed. Tilly's changed. Timothy's changed. Emma Jane has changed. Yeah, some of the babies have changed. So I've been able to just lie here and change them, but I haven't had any energy to like do any fun, extravagant things or even go out shopping or anything. Just been trying to catch up with myself. So that's why I did the video. And then like to read the comments on and off today from the video has just been really enlightening, that there are so many people who suffer with seizures out there. And unless you're in that, unless you're around people with that sort of situation, that it's a bit, I think I'm a bit more naive and thinking it's quite rare, and in fact it's not that rare. And Rebecca was such a trooper. And I think she took her nursing training where she deals with stroke patients and took that, was able to like pull herself back just a little bit, do everything. She was watching the obs and all of that. And she knew he was going to be fine. We were all a bit anxious at the last seizure, I have to say. But and then when he came back around and she said, Mum, what if he's got epilepsy? And I'm like, we will just go with it. Whatever happens, Rebecca, we will, whatever is the outcome, is the outcome. We will just deal with it. We'll deal with it as a family. That's what we do. And that is how that is what it has been. But yeah. You're still in your pajamas, so don't feel bad. It's 11:42 there. Oh. Yeah, Ruthie, he can. Yes, Becky. So I guess that's another thing, Becky, as well, is that you do training, don't you? And when you work with children, when you work with, or even safeguarding, like if you are first responder in your workforce, then you do have all sorts of training, don't you? So I do know what to do when somebody is having a seizure. So, all about the recovery and that. And Russ said, like, he said, you were so much calmer than I was. Russ was just like, stood there like, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, ambulance, ring. The ambulance was really good as well. Like down here, our area ambulance service, we could do that amazing video call with the ambulance. So she could actually like assess and see that he was stable and we could take him to the hospital. And if we had an issue, obviously we could ring the ambulance again. But that was an amazing new thing that they can do, is do a video call. I mean, that's brilliant. Anyway, stop talking about me. Let's yes, Becky. So Becky's done an epilepsy course. I haven't done a course, Becky, but I did have like first responder training when I was teaching for for that sort of thing because we did have a girl with epilepsy. But then this also sudden onset seizures. I mean, I've never even heard of such a thing. So, yes. So, Sherry, yes, Sherry, you are here and you have COVID. Are you feeling better with your COVID? I'm glad to hear it as well. And we're all glad about Jack. Is there anybody else? Who else isn't here? I'll tell you who else isn't here. Vegan Dinosaur. And she might be watching. If you're watching, Sky, sending you lots of hugs because I know you're not feeling 100% either at the moment. So how's your husband, Sherry, as well, with the epilepsy, with the COVID? I just went back to read messages. He's better. Fab. And have you got any lasting? Because what did you say? It was the 4th time you've had COVID, didn't you? Jeez. It's awful, isn't it? And people think that it's like not still around. Good. Good. I mean, it's just awful, isn't it? And like you say, you don't go out that much either. Just crikey. I mean, Jack hasn't even come out with anything. The last time, 8 months ago, when he had the seizure, he had a cerebral convulsion. It was with the temperature. And then after that, he had foot and mouth disease. So we knew this time he's not come out with anything. Cindy. Right. Let's just sing. Now it's gone past. So hopefully everybody's here. Are you ready? Now I know so many different straight. Yeah, there are. Tracy, just stay there because we're now going to sing. It's going to be a delay, but we are all going to sing happy birthday to you, dear. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tracy. Happy birthday to you. Woo! From my nursery to you. Woo! And I do have you a card. Honest to God, I do. And it's sat on the side out here and has not been posted to you yet. So you will get it. You might even get it tomorrow if I go out. I don't know if I'll be going out tomorrow, but I know I should do. It's Tuesday and I missed last Tuesday, but just see how much energy I've got in the morning. Then you might get it posted. I mean, I could post it across the room, but I had a gift for you as well. Yay! Look at all those happy wishes for you. Yay! Oh, I love it. Oh, that's so nice of you. I'm just glad. I'm glad because, time moves on. We're not getting any younger, so we all have to be spoilt. We all deserve to be spoilt. Oh, very nice, Tracy. An outfit from Gypsy Page. Lovely. That is so sweet. That is really sweet. Happy birthday. I'm glad. You had a night. My birthday. Everything is all at the beginning of the year for me. I'll have to create my own birthday in July, I think. Like the Queen used to have 2 birthdays. I think I need to have 2 birthdays. Well, I'm just getting somebody out of the pram here because I am going to talk to you all about something else. Here she is. Here is our Tilly. Tilly, your hair looks all ruffled up. So, Tilly I insist that my birthday lasts at least a week at my age. Of course, of course. I think our birthday should last as long as we want. Right, well, I've come to a decision that this girl is not staying in the nursery. Hi, Tilly. This she's not fitting into the nursery, I'm afraid. I'm going to be putting her up. I'm going to be putting her up. So, yeah. Well, I'm not surprised. Millie will be clingy. Chris, that's so funny. My son was born in November, but insisted he had a birthday in March, so his birthday was before his sibling. Oh my goodness, isn't that funny? Yes, I know, and it is a real shame. I just cannot bond. Cannot. And don't get me wrong, she's a Susan baby, and you all know how much I love Molly, but I just cannot. Is she your present? Well, Ruth, are you wanting a toddler and no funds at present? I would do a payment plan, because I know you are also looking at possibly a toddler, but if not, a toddler size where she wears 3 to 6 months. But if you're not, that's absolutely fine. I'm just letting you all know my thoughts really tonight. And I loved her. I really, really loved her when I first got her. And you get that first euphoria of having her, and then I just can't with Timothy. I just can't. I just can't upset him. And I just can't bond, and she's not fitting in. She's just not fitting in. And it is a really big shame. So, but I know it won't take long and she will find a new home. I do know that. I do know that. I am. I've been looking at the Ellie. Yeah. It isn't. And I did, when I first got her and I was at the doll show, you're in that whole like doll show bubble, and I do love her and I think the work is great, and I've got no problem with Susan's work, because I've got Ethan, who I love, and blind bought Ethan. And such a shame. But I just can't bond. I just cannot bond. And I do have another reborn that I will be collecting in September, and that I've already bonded with. I know exactly this reborn, but this was before. But I just she's so cute. I think actually, do you know what I think it is for me? I think she's smaller than I thought she was going to be. Does that make sense? Her face makes her look quite big and chunky, and she's actually quite small and delicate in her arms and her legs. I guess I thought she would be more chunky like Molly, but in 3 to 6, whereas Molly is now 9 to 12. But before Molly had her body shortened, I thought she might be more like Molly. Her face makes her look chunkier than I think she is. Ruth, send me your email. Send me an email later. Send me your email address, and I will message you in the on a Facebook Messenger. She's just giving you a look and you think you have to have her. Well, you know what? If it's any of you guys anyway, I'd let you have her cheaper than what she cost me. But because I know that, she'd just be going to a home that I know. But I do have other people that I would probably know would I do know a lot of other people that if they bought her, they would give her a nice home too. I'm not saying that to make anybody feel like they need to have her. I was just telling you tonight because of how I really wanted a 3 to 6 month. Now, the one I'm getting in September is a good 3 to 6 month, solid 3 to 6 month size. It's a kit I've had before. It's a kit I regret selling. And so I can't wait till she comes. And I don't know if Tracy and I ought to let you in on that little secret. She's staring at the camera, Ruth. She is really cute. She is really, really cute. And also so also when I did a video the other day and I said how many reborns have I got, nobody in the comments got the right number, because there was a little hand, I think the hand was poking out, of somebody else who's already here, that arrived like a couple of days before Jack had his seizure. So I've not really done much with that little one. Oh, just tell us who it is already. Oh, all right then. It is Maddie, and it's Tracy's little girl. So I had a Maddie, and I loved the Maddie. Now, you know yourself, like, I cannot have like 20 reborns. And I went through a whole thing about how I get overwhelmed and that. Well, it doesn't seem to happen now that I get overwhelmed. I don't seem to get overwhelmed with how many I have now. There's more to love. And I think as well, because I have the room down in Hillside where I have up the cot set up down there, and I have all the push chairs down there. So I have extra room and I can move them around in different areas. Plus, Russ doesn't get arsey like he used to. Thank you, Ruth. I've got it. So I've got Tilly, and she is just so much. She is just. I think when I had 3 to 6 months, because I missed having my Maddie, and then Tracy wanted her Maddie to be rehomed, and was looking for a home for a little while. And I was just like, damn it, she has to come to me because she's so blooming cute. And she's reborn by Amy, who reborned Emily. So she's reborn by Amy. She looks fantastic. She's been watching her foster home. I am so happy to have her. Maddie is scrumptious. P.S. I love the Maddie. I rerouted my friend's Maddie. Babies are swapping left and right, Sherry. I know this is not good enough, is it? They're not meant to be swapping. But say, I am looking for a new foster family. I am looking for a new foster family right now. Aren't you? Hang on, wow. Right, I'm just going back to read your comments. So, Sherry, you got it out of me eventually. Can't hide anything from you guys, can I, for too long? And I've tried with this other little one to, like, not to hide it, but make it a game. And none of you even noticed an extra hand, I think it was, floating around. And that one was a super bargain. But I will do a proper reveal of him. Right. Is it a Maddie? Yes, Libby, definitely. I will do it now. And I know you've loved Tilly from the start. Oh, my Melody is leaving. Her eyes are gorgeous, but her body isn't right for me. I have a new baby girl twin. She is a boo-boo baby, but I'm hoping to have her paintwork repainted or maybe gain the skills to do it myself. Ruthie, Amy Coulson is brilliant and is reasonable. I mean, reasonable, and she does a really good job. You know, I would never have let Frankie go with anybody. Never. In fact, she's going to do Emma Jane's, because I've had Emma Jane so long, her arms are like quite shiny, so she's going to do some work on them. But so there you go, Sherry. Ruthie, sometimes it just doesn't work. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Thank goodness you spilled the beans. I know, Sherry. Gosh, me and you, we just couldn't cope with it being held in, could we, any longer? I will be getting rid of Zoe. She's a genuine kit, and I've been debating if to get rid of her. She's a closed-eye baby, and I can't. Yes, Ruth. You see, the thing is, we just cannot. We just can, there is... And I specifically asked Susan for her. Susan went through a lot of kits with me, and I specifically chose... She was already been painted. I didn't choose any of the work on her. And I did love her. And it would have been no different than me seeing her on a stand going, oh, on a stool going, oh, she's lovely. I love her. I love her. But actually, she's a lot more petite. She's not smaller. That's wrong. She's petite. Maddie is like Molly and is chunk, real chunk, and so chunky that it's a bit awkward getting clothes for him sometimes. So you have that one too. Oh. Jamie is a hard clay, soft hands. Does that mean he's an older kit? He probably is an older kit. Yes, I should think he is an older kit. Annie is, you can definitely... Hang on, I'm waiting for my internet to up with me. It slowed down a bit. Annie is an old vinyl. So she is a darker vinyl and a thicker vinyl. So he probably is an older kit. And years ago, when I first started going to the doll shows, I saw loads of clay babies. You got a pickle, Sherry. You got a pickle. Oh, you've got a new baby in your nursery too. She's £10. I'd probably take a little bit of weight out of her then, because that is heavy. But yeah, I am glad. I'm glad that I've made the decision. It takes me a little while because I feel really guilty. Because I do love them, but isn't that the thing though? We love them when we see them. That's the whole point of us having all of these babies, because we love them. Your Maddie is £10, is she, Donna? Wow. Donna is having her pickle painted at the moment, so Donna's getting a new pickle. That would be fine. That would be fine, Ruth. We'll just talk about it, Ruth, and see. Yeah, so Sherry, did I read that right then? You've got a new pickle. You've got a new pickly. Does that mean you've got pickle twins? Hair care is nothing. You don't have to worry about anything to do. It's mohair. Does it matter if reborns have rooted hair? Can they still be repainted without the paint getting... I think I'd like my pale baby slightly darker, but I love his hair. And his cute but ugly eyebrows. Yes, you do. You have a boy and a girl. Well, when I got Henry, she was also selling a girl, and I could have picked that girl too in a heartbeat. Oh, yeah. I need to tell you, I'm going to need a better double pushchair at this rate. Oh, I'm glad, Ruth. So then, Ruth, I get to be a Christmas baby. Libby is telling you, Ruthie, air dry paint, which is what I think that Amy would use, air dry paints. I mean, Libby is an artist as well here. I've only seen Amy's work firsthand, not Libby's. Not that I'm saying your work is crap, Libby. It's not. It's just I can't give a recommendation on what I haven't seen, if that makes sense. But yeah, air dry clay. You wouldn't have to touch the hair. I know, it's always great to hear about new babies. I know it's and then Libby, when I go to try and explain, I just digging myself like digging myself even deeper and deeper into the hole, aren't I? God, I'm such a muppet. You're not in a rush. Boo-boos don't bother me. No, I don't know. It depends if you buy them as with a bit of a boo-boo. But then I always know that I always think though that children aren't, none of us are born perfect. We've all got some sort of thing with our skin that other people don't like. Some people like the real blotchiness. I don't. Some people like the stalk mark. I don't. Some people don't like freckles. I do. Did you hear Ruth? Everybody read Ruth. Yeah, indeed. I was an idiot, bent over to start moving stuff out of the den to declutter after eating 2 Welsh cakes. I love Welsh cakes though, Ruth. They are really, really nice. Me and Russ couldn't stop eating them when we came on our second trip to Wales, like on our trip when we came over for the week. We couldn't stop eating them. They were so yummy. My babies are imperfect like real humans, and most of my babies are not brand new. No. Well, there you go. There you go. And I don't mind buying pre-loved. I mean, the new one is pre-loved. Do we have already more of you pre-loved here? No. No, you're not. But I don't mind it. Like, I bought one off Tracy. I don't mind it. I don't necessarily wouldn't like buying pre-loved off of eBay or anywhere, just in case they come with a cigarette smell, because that is one that's really hard to get rid of. And I just know that nowadays more people than ever in our country are smoking than they used to the last few years. Yeah, and there was Ruth posting her dinners every day. She was posting her dinners every day while she was at her brother's, wasn't she? But that was good of you, Ruth, to go and look after your brother's pets. Keep his house and look after his pets while they had their holiday. I don't care for the newborn rough skin. They were handmade by someone. Yeah, I don't. I'll tell you what skin I don't like is the peeling skin. But I also know a lot of people like that too. That's been a new technique that a lot of people have developed now. And I'm not a great fan of that. And Ethan has a skin that is maybe dry. It's almost like when Susan's painted him, she's given him that dry, maybe eczema type of face. And that doesn't bother me either. But it might have on the stand, on the stool, if I'd seen it. I might have looked at it and thought, oh, you're not perfect. But actually, I love Ethan, and I keep looking at him because he's up there. Ethan's up there. And I must get the twins changed into their new outfits that they got. But of course, that's been a week now where I've not done anything. Well, I hope those Welsh cakes were worth it then, Ruth. But I have to say, my gas on what day was it? Oh, Saturday, because Kerry was still here. And we've just started to get Bramley apples from our tree the trees down at where Russ has got his factory. So they've just started. Nobody else picks them. Nobody else gets them. And me and Russ are but that's free. And so he brought me back a bag. So I've had to start using up the rest of last year's, making sure I finish that. So this weekend I made a Dorset apple cake Made that on Saturday. And I made apple and blackberry crumble because the blackberries are out now. And what else did I make? Oh, 2 courgette cakes. Because I've got tons of courgettes. So it's my fault that my gastric IBS is playing up. All right, hang on, I come back now. And that is good. I thought, Ruth, that was good to post what people need help when they're cooking for themselves. I'm really rubbish at cooking for myself. If Russ isn't here, I wouldn't bother. Church bells are ringing just for you, Tracy. They're having their practice tonight, ready for Saturday, just for you. Yeah, have you still got your catheter in? Really? Did you, Tracy? Yeah, I like textured skin, but that dry skin. Yeah, I find prem babies are too small. Yes, Tracy, record them. I love it. We hear it here as well. We have so many, because like around our ways, don't we? We have so many little old churches. I mean, Tracy doesn't live near me. She lives right over the other side of the country. But there are so many lovely churches around us. And of course, they practice their bell ringing. Oh, no. No, Ross is listening to something. It's not church bells. Not church bells, that's for sure. But they do practice, and they practice more now because it's wedding season for us. 3 apple trees. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, Sherry. Damn diabetes. Oh, birthday banner. They're sending a warning on the bells. The bells are coming. The bells are ringing. The bells are ringing. It's lovely outside now. Like we had loads of storm warnings here, and they just go stupid crazy on the news these days. It's like they don't have anything else to talk about. So they make great dramas out of everything. Yes, we have had, not us, but we have had storms for which are uncharacteristic for August. But we've got a beautiful evening now. You had one removed, didn't work. Bladder is retaining urine. Have a new one in for nearly 2 weeks. I hope they hurry up and get that sorted out for you, Ruth. School holidays here, so it's busy. It's busy. Yeah, well, Christine, don't forget to send me that. Don't forget to send me your address so I can pop that in the post. Because at the same time I post that, I should post Tracy's birthday card and a little present we got her. It's only something small, Tracy. But I got some boxes for you for your Sylvanian family's post office as well that we had. I looked some out for you. So yes, you can see outside. Ta-da! Lovely evening. Oh, Cindy, do you? That is so sweet of you. If you message me, then I will be able to send you my address. Oh, Sherry, he loves that toy. He's been playing with it here today. And I did want to get a picture or a video, but he didn't have his top on. He wouldn't have his top on. So I don't like to video him when he's not got his top on. But just know that he does love it. And yeah, it's so cute as well. And what I'll do is I'll send you a little video. I will add a little video onto one of our videos, and then you can see, because it is really, really cute. He really does like it. It's very noisy. And his mum said it can stay here. So thank you for that, Auntie. Oh dear, got referral to urology. Just I forgot first. Got another kid. Yeah, I seen that. I think that is what it is. So hopefully they will get that sorted out. To take with them, information to take with them. Right, thank you very much. As Sherry says, hit the like button. Thank you very much for joining me. I managed to talk more than I thought I was. Now I'm going to go and take some medication, turn all the lights off, and lie down. And I will message you, Ruth. I will definitely message you. Don't apologize. Don't apologize about the noise. I'm so glad. I'm so glad we've got noise. You know, we needed noise. I don't mind the noise. He's not here every day like my children were. It's fine. It's fine. Oh my God. I wish I could find Russ's off button. I'm sure he wishes he could find mine. And on that note, thank you very much, everybody. Bye. Lovely talking to you all. Thank you, Chris. Everybody have a good, safe week. Hit the like button on your way out. And I will see you and speak to you next week. Bye, everyone. Bye. Gonna say bye, Tilly? Are you gonna say bye? Thank you very much, Ruth. Bye, everybody. There we go. It says, are you sure that you want to stop streaming? Yes, we do.